Hello English.
In one of the schools, a man entered and shouted at the top of his voice,
"Where is the teacher here?"
She stands in front of him and says,
"Who are you and how did you enter my office? Come on, get out. I won't allow you to enter like this."
Alex is a handsome young businessman in his 30s. He is serious and nervous, but he is kind-hearted and loves his only son, Max.
"I enter any place as I want because the place you are standing in is mine. And I didn't come to get to know you or talk to you. I came to look for my son Max, who disappeared from the whole school. And of course, the teacher is in charge of the class he studies in, but how can I come and find you sitting in the office eating and my son disappeared?"
I am your son's teacher, not his nanny, and I cannot follow his movements outside the classroom or school. I have finished my classes, so I have the right to eat, drink, sleep, and rest a little. No one has anything to do with this. Do you understand or not? Come on, get out.
Alex's eyes turned red. But suddenly he felt a movement behind him. He looked behind him and found his little son Max, who could not speak. He quickly got down and took him in his arms, patting him. He said to him,
"Where were you, Max? I searched for you everywhere in school and did not find you."
Max just nodded to him. The teacher quickly ran to him and approached him and said to him,
"Where were you, Max? Who made you sad? I will get your rights from him."
Max took a piece of paper out of his bag and wrote some words on it, then gave it to his teacher. Sarah took the paper from him and started reading it.
I'm sad because Dad is yelling at you, and I love you. I don't want anyone to bother you. So let him know that I won't talk to him until he apologizes to you.
"You must be kidding. Apologize to whom? She's the one who kicked me out. Do you love her more than me?"
Max nodded yes. Sarah laughed and said to him, "I forgive your father for doing this because he is worried about you and loves you, and what he did is very normal. So go to him and hug him and reassure him that you are by his side."
Alex looked at her with admiration and felt for the first time that his heart beat after his wife left 5 years ago. Then he looked at his son and hugged him and said to him,
"You know, Max, that you are my whole world, so don't make me upset with you again and disappear like this."
Max pulled his father's hand and wrote words on it saying,
Dad, can you invite my teacher to lunch today or let her live with us because I love her very much?
Alex smiled at his son and said to him,
"Yes, I will do that."
And indeed Alex tells her what Max wants from her. And Sarah agrees, but she tells him, "Yes, I agree to lunch, but the most important thing is that it is not in a closed place, meaning that there is someone with us for lunch and not alone. Sorry, this is my only request for agreeing to come with you for lunch, and of course all this is for Max."
"Don't worry, his grandmother will be with us, and besides I want to offer you something anyway. Did you agree? Didn't you agree? You are the one who will be the loser. And besides, nothing will happen to me because I sit with you alone. Don't you see how you are? I certainly won't notice like you do because you are not my type."
"I won't answer you out of respect for you being Max's father. Otherwise, we won't talk to each other."
She left him and took Max and went out of the school with him until they reached Alex's car. She was about to get in, but he was going to sit next to her in the car, so she stopped him and said to him,
"Where are you going? Go and sit next to the driver, not next to me. Otherwise, I will go alone and take a taxi."
"I am telling you what. I have been holding myself back since morning for Max. But you are overdoing it and I will not ride next to the driver. For someone like you. And if you are afraid for yourself from me, go and ride whatever means of transportation you want."
You are a person who has no respect for any woman. And you don't understand. Because if you understood, you would have known that if I was afraid of you from the beginning, I wouldn't have agreed to come with you for lunch. And I am really going to get a taxi. Because I still don't want to cancel the invitation for Max. Because I don't want to break his heart because of his father who is mentally ill.
And indeed Sarah left and Sarah moved away from him while he was surprised. As for Max, he held Alex's hand as if to tell him where Sarah went. He said to him,
"Don't worry, my little one. She just went to take another bus and will come to us in a little while in front of the house. But I also want you to convince her of the idea of her being your nanny who will be with you all the time at home instead of you seeing her at school only. So I want you to work hard and convince her to be with you always."
Max nodded his head to his father happily because he feels as if Sarah is his mother whom he misses and longs for, and he will feel happy with her if she is with him all the time. As for Sarah, who took a taxi and was feeling upset because of Alex, and at the same time she said to herself,
Alex, you are a person who has no feelings. How do you treat a woman like this, and how can you respond to me in this way? I am upset with you now because of you and because I talk about you behind your back, even if this is between me and myself.
My daughter, where do you want to go?
I want to go behind this black car, please.
After a while, Alex arrives carrying Max in his arms because he slept on the way, and then she arrived after Sarah and he said to her,
"Why are you so late? I waited for you a long time, and it has been more than half an hour since you were late, which made me feel tired, and I am carrying Max in my arms."
I don't care about those who don't care. Where is Grandma? Show me the way.
Alex was surprised by her reaction, and then he said to her,
"What are you saying? And how can you talk to me this way? Don't you know who I am? Remember well that I am your boss's boss at work, and if you go too far with me in talking, I can easily dismiss you from work permanently or deduct from your salary. I can also make you unable to work in any other school or any other place unless I agree to this decision. So always remember who I am. I am Alex Arthur."
Sarah responded to him with one word that made him stop for seconds, unable to speak, when she said to him,
I don't care, I told you this before.
To be continued. Today's question is, how old is Alex? I will wait for your answer, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click like. I love you.